Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a fantastic day as always. Leaving a like, leaving a comment, leaving 2 comments. Shout out to everyone who, I saw somebody one time leave like 25 comments and I was like, I don't know how you had the time for that. And everyone who has subscribed, thank you all very, very much. All these things do help out with the channel immensely. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So you know how like the cryptocurrency market's really weird and like one day it's like, woo, look at prices and how high they're going. Well, it's one of those opposite days. It says Bitcoin and Ethereum keep failing. Oh, okay. The other F word, keep failing near key hurdles and LRC rallies. I don't know. I never know the other second coin. Is it Litra coin? I have no idea what that could possibly be. Yeah, at the moment, the cryptocurrency market is currently in light red, but do not panic because we are literally exactly where we were like 38 hours ago. It says technical analysis, Ethereum dips, but here's why Ether could start a fresh increase. It's if Bitcoin goes up. It's always the same basic idea. So a lot of times we get articles written that say, hey, this coin has dropped, but it could potentially go back up. What would be the reason? It's if the market moves. If the market goes up, then it's also going to follow the exact same thing. Of course, as always to be expected, there's some billionaire somewhere who desperately wants us to know what he's thinking. Despite a strong show on Wall Street on Monday, the world's largest cryptocurrency, BTC, failed to hold the $30,000 level. And I'll tell you why exactly, because it is more obvious than you could begin to imagine. As of press time, Bitcoin is trading, or has fallen, by 2.8%. At a price of 29,000 something or other. It's actually a little bit higher than that, with a market cap of $500 billion. On Monday, Guggenheim Chief Investment Officer Scott Minerd spoke to CNBC, adding that Bitcoin's price could drop to $8,000 from here. This means there's a probability of more than 70% correction from the current levels. During his interview with CNBC at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, this is very popular right now. The World Economic Forum, I think, took place yesterday, maybe over the weekend. I'm not really exactly sure, but any type of financial information that comes out of Davos, everyone's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. He said, when you break below $30,000 consistently, $8,000 is the ultimate bottom. Not sure what chart he's looking at, but that's just where he got. So I think we have a lot more room to the downside, especially with the Fed being restrictive. Note that last year, in January of last summer, Minerd had also predicted Bitcoin to touch $15,000 at the bottom of the sell-off. However, Bitcoin proceeded to skyrocket to $70,000 after his prediction. The Bitcoin's price has been heading lower despite a strong show on Wall Street on Monday. So, is a really weird portion of the actual price news. A lot of websites were, it's funny as well because they were stock websites. Actually both sides. What am I talking about? Both sides were talking that the stock market had recovered and looked like it was going to do jolly good from here on out, and then prices fell for stock futures. This was around the same exact time. Remember yesterday? Remember like when the cryptocurrency market was in green, and then also now it's in red? It's because the stock market also was in green, and now it's also like in like futures red because they actually close. So we are showing what they're going to be doing in the future. And once again, where are these people getting these numbers from? I feel like a lot of times, my opinion, I feel like a lot of times these people have like crypto size contests, if you catch my drift, where like someone's like, no, Bitcoin's going down to 25,000. No, it's going to go to 20,000. Where exactly did you get the $8,000? If Bitcoin goes to 8,000, that means that we are in a deep recession within the actual stock market. So, I mean, you know, anyway, this one says stock futures fall after Dow's 600-point comeback. Yeah, crazy, right? The prices went up and then they went right back down because everyone is more or lessly, anticipating the 1st of June, like we were talking about before, when the Fed is expected to once again have a conversation, a discussion on raising interest rates even more than they already are. And no one's biting. No one's biting this new expensive debt thing that they're trying to do. And also, what was the other thing? They're going to be apparently slowing down their equities and securities purchases over the foreseeable future. It says Morgan Stanley warns it's too early to be bullish on stocks and predicts the S&P 500 will drop another 14% by August. Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. Nobody knows. The cryptocurrency market's really weird. The stock market's falling apart because it's been in a gigantic bubble since around 2012. But, you know, that's just completely besides the point. Also, in the news right now, Mr. Plan B has made a very strong, dare I say, resurgence over the last couple of weeks. I won't lie, I'm not really sure why. I know he was very popular before. We didn't end up hitting his numbers where he believed the cryptocurrency market prices were going to go. But for some reason, he's back at it. It says Plan B says the bear market is almost over. Bitcoin is within a buying range. And then hours ago, he said Plan B has revealed his future stock-to-flow Bitcoin price prediction for 2024's halving. Maybe jumping a bit ahead, you know, maybe we should deal with the prices in 2022. I could even see the beginning of 2023 as the year is just completely flying by. Apparently, he had one of those, what do you call it? A poll. There we go. That he carried out on Twitter. And it said 81% of people who took the poll believe that Bitcoin will be below $500,000 by 2027. I think that's no. The former institutional investor and creator of the stock-to-flow model begs to differ. His stock-to-flow model is predicting a $500,000 Bitcoin after the halving, that's really weird that it's actually so close. Oh gosh, that means that all of next year is just going to be people talking about the halving. Oh, I'm not ready for that. He also put it that if the situation is very much similar to March of 2019, when he published his stock-to-flow model and Bitcoin was below 4,000. Geez Louise. Plan B said the majority thought stock-to-flow prediction of $55,000 after 2020 was crazy. The Bitcoin stock-to-flow uses scarcity to quantify Bitcoin value. So once again, skyrocketing into the news because he's throwing out predictions. I think he predicts not something new, but you know, he's in the news and the Twitter news quite frequently. I at this point am just going to wait to see what happens, or rather when we finally do go above 100,000. I feel like that's kind of the kicker. That's kind of the number that everyone's really waiting for. As wonderful as it sounds that Bitcoin will be above $500,000 in two years and some change, it's kind of like let's cross that road before we try and cross the continent. But a lot of people are loving it. I mean, it's also, I think we saw, what was the weirdest prediction? I think we saw by 2032, I think is meant to be the $10 million Bitcoin year, but that's also 10 years away, so I could say anything. TMI is predicting that Bitcoin will be $900 gajillion by 2142, when we have space robots and aliens walking around with Crocs that are blue. See? I can also make up stuff. Anyway, that's the Plan B Bitcoin 2024 prediction halving news, which is making the rounds right now. I guess because it's Plan B. I mean, he was 95% correct about everything. He just kind of missed, you know. Anyway, I believe that's all the price news. Yeah, that's all the price news. This video is going to get a bit weird because the news is kind of all over the place. You'll just stay along for the ride. And without further ado, let's move on. In relatively popular weird news, this was all over the place. Just 2 days after Litecoin updated with Mimblewimble, a stumbling block came in the way. Not really. In a latest, two South Korean-based crypto exchanges have warned investors about a major defect. Also not a thing. And I'll tell you why this news is so inherently weird. It was kind of portrayed everywhere at the exact same time as the exact same thing. BitHum and Upbit, South Korea's two top cryptocurrency exchanges by volume, made the announcement on Monday while detailing the reasons. This comes at a time when big investors were steadily eyeing Litecoin anticipation bullish sentiment. I can't read. After the new upgrade, Upbit alerted investors of Litecoin by saying Litecoin has been designated, and I quote, once again, this is all weird, and I quote, Litecoin has been designated as a watchdog. That term makes no sense because a watchdog is someone who watches other people. It means, what they mean is that they're watching Litecoin, not that Litecoin is watching them. It is believed that the Mimblewimble upgrade has been carried out with a selection function that does not expose transaction information. That's true. For those of you who missed the video, I believe it was yesterday, we got news that Litecoin, after 2 years, finally upgraded with the Mimblewimble upgrade, and they now have private transactions. Yes, you can either flip a switch on that says, no, do not look, you cannot see anything that I've done with Litecoin, or you can switch it off if you are putting your money onto a cryptocurrency exchange so that they can see the transactions that are going on. You know, Upbit added the item of transparency of network operations to the transaction support checklist. The exchange has also terminated transaction support for digital assets with technology that makes them indistinguishable from the past or have private transactions, as it were. So the news story that was floating around, and I'm not sure, I don't know how anyone could have a bone to pick with Litecoin. It does nothing to anyone. Like, Litecoin is standing in the corner by itself, sipping a soda. I don't know what Litecoin is doing over there. The news is that there were threats of Litecoin delistings and the potential future of Litecoin. And I'll back it up. I don't think that this would have ever actually been news if the entire Terra Luna thing hadn't happened, because South Korea currently right now is in a throes of nonsense where regulators are completely losing their mind in the country, because I feel like it has something to do with embarrassment. This is my personal way of looking at it. Remember years ago in 2017 when Japan was the spot on the planet for cryptocurrencies and they were completely lax with everything, and then something happened and they were completely like up in arms. They were like, I can't believe this, and they like really like hunkered down to make sure, like hyper regulation, and a lot of it was ridiculous. And I think this is what South Korea is doing right now. I think it's because that the creator of Lunaterra, I believe, lives in or is from South Korea, and people in South Korea are buying up huge amounts of Lunaterra in anticipation of a fork or the coin burn, whatever people are buying it for. I feel like a coin that was is a legacy coin that's already listed on exchanges and now has private transactions in a lot of countries around the world, not just South Korea, made it their goal years ago to delist all of the coins that have private transactions. And it's like, I don't know what's... There's such a weird... If you actually ever have time, if you ever end up reading crypto news yourself, there's such a really weird disconnect between regulators and reality that's been happening for about a good year and a half. But like, it feels like it's kind of ramped up, and everyone else is also trying to appease them as well. I don't really know. Like, from what I've read, allegedly, the South Korean government is trying to freeze the assets of the guy who made Terra Luna, but I think they can't because it's all crypto. So now they're asking cryptocurrency exchanges to freeze his assets, but not many people are holding tens of 20s of 30s of 40s of 50 millions on a crypto exchange. They self-custody or they have it somewhere else. And more so, why would this person have kept their money just in South Korea? Like, it's such a... regulators are really far behind not in a joking or like, yeah, viva la revolution kind of way. No, it's like, no, they just don't get crypto. Like, it's kind of like years ago when people were buying crypto from cryptocurrency exchanges. Like, people in Asia were buying from like Coinbase, or people in Europe were buying from like South African exchanges, and like regulators did not get it. They were like, how are you? But you made a purchase that was overseas. It's like, no, like it wasn't overseas. It was online. But you're in this country. How did you buy from it? It's just really weird to them. So we may get news at some point during this week that they may be delisting Litecoin, which I think would be a knee-jerk reaction and is kind of stupid. And I use the S word very strongly there, simply because as far as we understand, there is a way to turn the switch off and make sure that people can see your Litecoin transactions. And this is why Coinbase and a number of other exchanges have also allowed coins that have private transactions as long as you flip the switch off first. But this was quite popular news. South Korean exchanges threatening to delist Litecoin. Litecoin's not hurting anybody. Just kind of leave it alone. I wonder what they're going to do when Bitcoin has private transactions. That's going to be it's going to be a bit of a doozy. All right, that's the Litecoin news. I wasn't expecting Litecoin to be in the news 2 days in a row, but you know, the cryptocurrencies market is weird. So, all right, let's move on. In the third most popular news story of the day, you'll see why. E-commerce giant eBay has officially launched its first NFT collection with a series of tokenized collectibles, that's what NFTs are, featuring NHL legend Wayne Gretzky that went live yesterday. The NFT collection depicts animated versions of Gretzky that were inspired by Sports Illustrated magazine covers. They came in 4 different tiers. They were green, gold. Why green? Green, gold, platinum, and diamond. Wouldn't this have made sense to be like copper or... Anyway, and they did not have a lot of editions. The collection is up for sale on eBay's marketplace now. However, the limited edition diamond, platinum, and gold tiers have already sold out, as is to be expected. According to the announcement from eBay, the collection was developed in partnership with environmentally focused NFT platform OneOf, because you have to always, once again, you have to make sure to announce that what you're doing is good for the planet or carbon neutral, or else people won't love you, which supports multiple energy efficient blockchains to provide sustainable NFT collections. Also, and I did not know this, I don't think they haven't integrated a blockchain onto their marketplace. I'm not really getting how do sales happen if they're not happening on a blockchain on their website? Oh, maybe you buy it and you have to link your wallet address. I don't know. And the NFTs were minted on Polygon because Polygon is like kind of it right now for Ethereum. You know, zero transaction fees is kind of the way to go. So this was very popular news. A lot of people were talking about what the next steps for eBay are going to be. If eBay is planning on becoming their own OpenSea or some other, I assume that's kind of the direction that they're going in. People use eBay, but it's not the same kind of thing as before. If digital collectibles do become a major thing and everybody's metaversing all over the place and buying digital things and not buying physical things, well, eBay is also going to have to adapt. I think eBay still doesn't. Does eBay accept crypto? I don't know what's happened. I'm not an eBayer anymore. I haven't bought on eBay in a very long time. Do they accept crypto? I feel like the answer is no. They're not integrated with a blockchain. Even more so, I'm kind of shocked that they haven't announced the creation of their own blockchain or their own side chain alongside Ethereum called like EBA chain or something like that. So wonderful. Yeah, like I said, third most popular one. You'll see exactly what I mean, because it's kind of like a little bit of a mimic going on in the space. So yeah, eBay Polygon collection. Ooh. Sounds like a banshee. All right, let's move on. I don't know why I make these noises. I honestly don't. Also in the news, oh, this is the water is wet news. PayPal's vice president made the announcement at the World Economic Forum in Davos on the 23rd of May that the company is going all in on crypto. What? Hold on there, buddy. I can't understand that. The world's largest payment processor is making every effort to integrate crypto services into its systems. At the World Economic Forum, Vice President Richard Nash said that the company is working to bring in all digital services, including digital currencies and central bank digital currencies. In October 2020, the worldwide payment company issued its first crypto-friendly statement. Founder and CEO of PayPal, Peter Thiel, stated that he wishes he had put more money into Bitcoin. Same. Richard Nash, speaking at the World Economic Forum, said, just taking it easy in the crypto... What? Just taking it easy in the crypto shield... Was that English? With purchases or holdings in specific areas. What's a crypto shield? Working with others to embrace wherever we can, whether it's the coins we have now in PayPal digital wallets, private digital currencies, or central bank digital currencies in the future. Also, Nash said What? Oh my gosh, everybody celebrate right now. Rich person's talking. Nash also said he might very well own cryptocurrencies. Oh gosh, I have a headache. Another rich person has bought into our market. I'm slightly tearing up, and it actually hurts. Of course, this guy has crypto. Almost cursed. Who are you? Who are you joking? Let's see. The head of this gigantic company that is, first of all, for those of you who missed that gigantic piece of news, PayPal is one of 3 companies that buys up all the Bitcoin that gets mined per day. I'm going to repeat that. The numbers that we got many moons ago after the last halving was that apparently 900 Bitcoin are created by the mechanism per day. It was PayPal, it was MicroStrategy, and a third company. Why do I never remember the third company? Basically all announced that they were buying up 900 Bitcoin, basically, each per day. So you're telling me that the head of this company that's buying up tons of Bitcoin, and that's the Bitcoin that we know about, because I'm sure we only know 1% of their actual operations, also might own Bitcoin himself? That's a bit of a stretch, sir. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of news. Also, they might be getting their own stable coin. I want to see a show of hands in the comments. How many of you are shocked that PayPal is getting their own stablecoin? How many of you did not think that PayPal was making their own stablecoin? I'm going to assume that you're actually all quite intelligent and you all wrote the exact same answer. So the news is what? PayPal may soon accept all forms of crypto. Can't believe it. I don't know how they're working towards that. I mean, it's coming completely out of the blue. It's not like they're not buying up tons of Bitcoin and they haven't offered it to their clients already. Oh boy, the crypto news never ceases to fail to not surprise me because it's always nonsensical. So I assume it's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. We got 7 more months. I'm going to assume by the end of this year, people in Europe, people in Canada, people all around the world, I just threw my hand into the air, will have access to buying crypto on their platform. Will they call it, it's probably going to be PayPal coin or like Paycoin? CoinPay, Pal coin, CoinPal. I like CoinPal. I could see CoinPal being their coin, being that as well. PayPal thinks they're being sneaky, but they're not. They're basically their own gigantic mega bank at this point. That will be a cryptocurrency space and also a place for you to not have to directly use the US dollar because they're going to have their own stable coin. Anyway, that's the PayPal news. Yeah. Was making the rounds. A lot of people are excited. Is anyone excited by the PayPal news? I don't really know. But yeah, a lot of stuff happening at Davos. Yeah. Let's move on. in what I believe is the most popular news story of the day, high-end fashion house Balenciaga has decided to add cryptocurrency as a form of payment. Whoa, my gosh, I can buy clothes now. Crypto payment will be accepted at the brand's flagship stores in Los Angeles and New York and on online stores. The firm said in a press release that Balenciaga is thinking long-term about crypto. That always means we are trying to buy Bitcoin ourselves, but we can't get that much because the price is too high. So we're hoping that people buy our products with cryptocurrency so that we can accumulate more easily. Because remember, only 21 million Bitcoin and fluctuations in currency value are nothing new. However, it is certain that cryptocurrency won't be the only form of tender accepted by Balenciaga. What does that mean? Cryptocurrency won't be the only form of tender accepted by Balenciaga. Will they be accepting corn and beans? What is that? Okay. Balenciaga has yet to release, like, what? Okay. I'll move on. Balenciaga has yet to release more information on how it will use cryptocurrency, sure, or what type of digital asset it will accept. I assume it's going to be, however, there we go. It did say for now they'll be accepting Bitcoin and Ether. Did anyone expect anything different? The brand joins a growing list of high-end retailers such as Louis Vuitton that have turned to cryptocurrency in recent months. High-end retailers with an S, Louis Vuitton. I don't even think Nike or Adidas are accepting crypto, and they're making NFTs. Balenciaga is the latest luxury brand to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment. The move comes as the luxury market is looking to attract more young and wealthy customers who are comfortable with using digital assets. Yeah, but young and wealthy people aren't looking to spend their crypto. Backing it up, remember the beginning of this video where that guy Plant Bitcoin was like, hey, in maybe about 2 years and some change, Bitcoin is going to be, what is that? 12, 13 times higher than it, 15 times higher than it currently is? Yes, by all means, let me buy some shoes with holes in them or some clothing that also has holes in them to get rid of my crypto. So yeah, the most popular news story of the day was everyone giggling over the fact that Balenciaga is accepting cryptocurrencies. Fantastic. I mean, sure, please do it. Do it as much as you want. It doesn't mean that people are going to actually be spending their crypto there. There's always going to be one person. I'm sure, listen, I'm sure one of you out there is going to have a cousin who's going to send you a text message that the ether that they got 2 years ago allowed them to buy a shoe. And they're going to be like, bro, you like my one shoe? I have the other one on layaway and I got to get another Ethereum to be able to get it. News. So sure. I think this is going to be another Tesla moment. Oh gosh, there's so much to talk about that. Another Tesla moment where they had Bitcoin as a payment option, but no one bought a Tesla with Bitcoin because once again, we were all anticipating a $100,000 Bitcoin, and selling your Bitcoin at $4,000 just seemed nonsensical. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's the Balenciaga news. Yeah, go Balenciaga. Can't wait. News. Yeah. Okay. Moving along. And to finish things off in this was everywhere news, but the news didn't actually make any sense. And I'll tell you why it didn't make sense, because it seems like it was misquoted. News. That was a very long title. Despite the crypto market being thrust into a brutal sell-off, wow, geez, in the last 7 or so months, the level of activity on Cardano's network has spiked, with hundreds of projects onboarding to their platform as of the 18th of April. Over 900 projects were being built on Cardano, up from 500 in March. The growth has accelerated with over 2,783 smart contracts being deployed on the blockchain after the Plutus upgrade. Last week, Cardano launched Genius X, an acceleration program that has attracted over $105 million worth of ADA in the initial stake pool offering. The pool has been a magnet to underfunded developers. Wonderful. The number of projects being built on Cardano seem too many to keep up with even for Charles Hoskinson. He said, and I quoteth, "I didn't know about this one. Cardano is getting too big." End quote. So that was it. Not joking. How I wish I wasn't joking. The news is that there's so many projects being built on top of Cardano, and Charles Hoskinson doesn't know all of them because he's a human being and probably isn't being kept up to date with every single thing building on top of it. And he was like, "Oh no, I didn't know about this project. Cardano's getting too big." And now I'm telling you, there are tons of articles going around that say Cardano is getting too big, that it was said by the founder. And some people even had it, like, there were negative articles, kind of like Cardano can't handle a transaction load because there are too many things being built on top of it. This was said by Charles Hoskinson, and it's like, go outside, open a window, like get some air, just breathe in deep. There's oxygen and it's quite plentiful, at least at the moment. Yeah. This was also very popular news. I don't know what's going on in this market, but the news is that Cardano's popular. It's popularer than it was about a good month and some change ago. We have another hard fork happening in, is it a month or is it 7 days? I can't really keep track anymore. And yeah, the network apparently is getting too big, but it's not, because it's just doing as it was intended. Because I assume if Cardano was getting too big and it was not able to hold the transaction load, you'd better bet your bottom dollar Lunaterra would no longer be the news of the year. It would be that Cardano can't handle what they said they were going to do. So much for those upgrades. You know how people always write something negative the moment they realize that they can because they have nothing better to do with their lives. That's what would happen here. So, yeah, the news is Cardano is getting too big because Charles Hoskinson isn't keeping track of every single project happening on the network because he doesn't have to. News. All right. And let's move on. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. GBU Wally Bubble Mode. How's life, Austin? I hope really good. Auspicious Agile and Blockchain, Jamie Saad, Blockchain Simplified. And let's move on. Empire Queen, Roman Geba, Bitcoin Ben, Arachno Dave, Tony Ambroski, The Dealer's Den, Captain Something in the Z-Way, Lay, Mobarazi, VB Nerd 21, Miguel Grolet, Lauren De Silva, Quoted Biddy, Troy Olga, Space Case, Need a Miracle, Paternoster, Navarro Williams, Utopia 569, Moonman High, XRP, had to take a breath there, wow. Martin Steuer, Nostromo, John Sarson, The Animal Reader, Bibliophobia, Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Bankroll Network, Crypto Artist, Cole D3D, Setsuna, Richie Rich III, Paxis, Nick Mangialavori, Jim Gardner, Jeremy Fox, Minting Coins, Yes to Crypto, Buddy McButtface, Anytime Fitness, Monk's Corner Staff, Bake Me a Cake, Tigger Ramacho Nisa, On Crypto with Lionel, and Crayola Michelle, URL. Muchas gracias. Thank you all very, very much for your continued support. Thank you to everyone who is a clicker of affiliate links. Thank you very much to everyone who left a like. That's a hint. Who left a comment? That is also a hint. And to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, I do thank all of thee. At the Memento, Bitcoin is currently at $29,333. It is down by 3.79%. Ethereum is down by 3.62%. We are exactly where we were before. Literally. Nothing detrimental because this is just where we were a couple of days ago. So, you know, it's not really that dramatic. Anything crazy? Anything in the green? Oh, Tron is up by 10% in the last 7 weeks, 7 days. Whoa, Tron, slow down there. Uniswap is up by 7% in the last 7 days as well. Phantasmagorical. Ethereum Classic is up by 4% today. Good for them. I'm glad they're classicing. Tezos is up by 11% in the last 7 days. KuCoin token KCS is up by 18% in the last week. I don't know why. Aave is up by 9% as well in the last week. Fantastic. Clayton is up by 17% in the last week. My goodness. How insane. Whoa. And Phantom is up by 22% in the last 7 days as well and is currently down by 6%. But the 22 is higher and it's green, so it looks better. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, almost said hearing, supporting, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.